Well, morning everyone. So what is it today? Thursday the 12th? It's about 10:30 in the morning. This is the restaurant I was at yesterday to have that delicious bocadillo, the pork and cheese. It's absolutely lovely. The service is fantastic. So I've decided to come here this morning for churros and coffee. However, it's extremely popular and there's no tables outside at the moment. So I've been told there are 6 families before me. They've taken my name. That's crazy, but it's true. It's very popular. So basically I've got to wait for a little while till I can get a table. It's a nice day today. It's quite cool at the moment. Quite cool. It's about 22, I guess, at the moment. Very pleasant. So I'm going to wait here till I can get a table for my coffees and churros. The plan today is to go back into the old city again and not just have a look at the outside of the Cathedral mosque. It's to actually buy a ticket and go inside. So I'm really excited about that. It looks like people are moving. Thank goodness people are moving. So I don't know how long I'm going to have to wait here, but I'm more than happy to wait. I mean, it's a fantastic little bar, and as you can see, very popular. But here we are. So that's the plan today. Go back in the old city, have a look inside the Cathedral Mosque, and a little wander around the old city again. I did find a shop selling not nougat. What is it? It's gone out of my head. I'll think of it. So that's the plan today. So hopefully I'll get my table soon, and I can enjoy my first coffee of the day. I do need my first coffee of the day. So I'll see you guys shortly. Bye. Well, I've got my table and my coffee, thank goodness. I think this is one of those situations where tipping really does pay. I tipped the waiter yesterday after the lunch, which was delicious. And I think he remembered because he got me seated a little bit quicker. He said there were 6 families before me. But I think he got me seated a little bit quicker. So I'm really grateful for that. So here we are, first coffee of the day. We'll have this, and then we'll think about getting down into the old city to hopefully get inside the cathedral. So I'm going to enjoy this coffee. Well, that coffee was delicious, so I think another one. They're only small coffees, of course. But the star of the show is, of course, the churros. Absolutely delicious. So last time I had these, I think it was January, in Puerto de la Cruz, North Tenerife, and they were delicious. As far as I know, they made them on the premises. I think they did, because I saw them. And they were delicious, and that was right by the old harbour. Here I'm in a busy sort of high street location in the new part of the city of CORDOBA. But here we are. Here's the churros. They look delicious. And of course, the chocolate to dip them in. So I'm going to get stuck in and enjoy these, and I'll see you shortly. Well, that was absolutely delicious. As good a churros as I've ever tasted. Certainly as good as the ones in Puerto de la Cruz in North Tenerife. Absolutely delicious. So I feel better now. I feel human again. Yes. So I've actually forgotten my remote, so I'll probably pop back to the hotel, which is just around the corner, and then think about heading down to the old city. Okay. So absolutely delicious churros. Considering how much pressure the guy was under, I think he did a fantastic job. I've tipped him again, told him I'll come in a little bit earlier tomorrow. So here's the bill, $5.90. So less than €6 for 2 coffees and some delicious churros with chocolate. So I'm more than happy with that, and definitely I'll be back. I think I picked the right one here. Again, it's where the Spanish come. So I'll see you shortly. So just walking down the calle Cruz Conde. I must remember this street because I got hopelessly lost yesterday. It was turning into a bit of a nightmare with a backpack on and about 36 degrees. But Cruz Conde, I have to remember that. This is the main sort of thoroughfare here. Just straight on towards the cathedral, the old city. So yeah, straight on down here. So while you wait for your bus, a little bit of music. Very relaxing, very pleasant. As I say, the vibe here is just, I mean, this is a busy high street location, but it's just such a nice vibe. So I'm going to pop back to the hotel, get my remote, and then make my way down to the old city. So yeah, straight on down the Cruz Conde. I must remember that, because there's so many little side streets. There's sort of these main thoroughfares and the side streets. It's like a labyrinth. I just got so lost, and you sort of waste a lot of time. Mind you, it's good in some ways because you get to see things that perhaps you would have passed by. When you get lost, you cover more ground. But nonetheless, today's mission is to get to the cathedral and the mosque and get inside. There was a bit of a queue yesterday. You can get your ticket, but there was a bit of a queue. It's obviously a very popular tourist spot, but I'm really looking forward to it. So it's nice and cool here. It's such a clever design. When you think it's a couple of 100 years ago they designed most of these buildings, and this is a main sort of what we call a high street, but it's very shaded in here. Very shaded. I'll turn you around, you can see what I mean. Very shaded with these lovely trees. Very pleasant. And they would have had to have designed the city like that, with the houses. I mean, my street, Osario, where my hotel is, you know, you've got the little Juliet balconies, but if you leaned across, you could probably shake your neighbour's hand. The houses are so close together. But it's incredibly cool because it creates the shadow, which you can see behind me, the sun and then the shadow. So it can be several degrees cooler because of that. So very clever, really, when you think, say, it's probably a couple of 100 years ago most of these properties were built, some a lot longer ago. Anyway, I've got to concentrate now, otherwise I'm going to get hopelessly lost again. Cruz Conde is the name of this street, must remember that. Okay, let's carry on. Another beautiful little square here, so I mean, it's literally only about a 15-minute walk from my hotel to the cathedral. But you have to keep hydrated. A lovely little square, just somewhere to sit and have a nice cold Pepsi. So I'll have this and then carry on. So fully hydrated and refreshed. Had a nice chat with the Cathedral, the server. And he was telling me they've got a sister restaurant just around the corner, has a similar menu. So I think I'm going to come back down here this evening and have some food, possibly paella. And at the sister restaurant just around the corner, they do flamenco, so that could be worth a visit. So you see what I mean about the narrow streets. Very narrow, look at that, beautiful. Narrow streets creating shade and therefore slightly lower temperatures. But there is a shop somewhere that's selling Turkish delight. I've got to try and find it again. I made a little video for my friend's daughter. She loves Turkish delight, and this had every conceivable type of Turkish delight in the world. And I hope I can find it again, but I've got to be careful not to get lost because I'm got to come back up here and straight out. I mustn't get lost again. Because whilst it's interesting, it's time consuming. I think we're almost at the cathedral. I think we're almost there. Let's continue. Well, here I am back in the courtyard of the cathedral, just queuing to get my ticket. So looking forward to this. So here we are, ticket purchased and ready to go into the cathedral mosque. The Spanish do take the security pretty seriously, and why not? So let's go in. Let's take a look. Well, I've just walked into the entrance to the Mosquita Cathedral, and it really is one of those wow moments. I mean, wow, just look at this. Absolutely stunning. Wow. Well, I'm going to have a little wander amongst the pillars and see what we can see. Let's take a look. So I've chosen not to have a guide. I prefer just to walk around on my own. And the audio, chatting to some guy at the restaurant, isn't particularly great quality. So I'm happy just to meander, walk around, see what I can see. It really is breathtaking. Really quite stunning. This is like something I've never seen before. Just goes on and on and on. Let's keep walking. Just look at the detailing on that ceiling. Absolutely stunning. I mean, how many years ago? And these people had the craft and the skills to be able to produce such wonder. Absolutely breathtaking. Well, that concludes my visit to the Mosque Cathedral. 3 words, I think, best to describe it: columns, arches, and stunning. Unbelievable. Really impressive. So thoroughly enjoyed that. About 45 minutes. That was fine for that. You'll see the footage. Certainly, if you're in Cordoba, then certainly worth a visit. And there's plenty of those little labyrinth of streets and restaurants and bars surrounding the perimeter of the Mosque Cathedral. So certainly worth a visit. That gets a thumbs up. Time to think about lunch now. Let's take a look. So back up the little streets out of the, I mean, it is a labyrinth of streets and you can easily get lost, but back up the little street. If you know roughly where you're going, you'll be fine. To the little restaurant I stopped at before visiting the cathedral for a drink. See if we can get a bit of, oh, this sounds interesting. Let's have a quick look. It's really quaint, typically Spanish, plenty of shade. Very nice. So here I am back at the restaurant where I stopped for a drink earlier before the visit to the cathedral. So let's have a look at the menu. See if we can find a little bit of lunch. Let's take a look. Okay, so for lunch I've gone for the salmorejo, which is cold cream, tomato and ham. Lovely little spot here. Really lovely little spot. There was some violin music playing, quite upbeat violin music playing earlier, but he stopped now. So he's just packing up for the day. Lovely little spot. There's lots of these little squares or plazas all around Cordoba. So time to try my lunch. I felt I had to share this moment with you, away from the hustle and bustle of the ancient historical city, which is wonderful. But now I'm up on the rooftop terrace of the hotel on my own. It's absolutely beautiful up here, so peaceful. It's about 42 degrees up here. It's extremely hot, just a very slight breeze. For me, absolute heaven, just to recover, ready to get showered, clean clothes and back out again for some dinner. And if you're interested, there'll be some flamenco tonight, so I've been told, so I look forward to that. Thanks very much, see you shortly. Hi everyone, so showered, fresh, clean clothes and ready to go out for the evening. Make my way down into the old city for some dinner and some dancing and music. We'll see what there is to see. It's all starting to light up now. It's about 8:15 in the evening. Temperature's about 26, 27 degrees. Lovely, warmer than London at the moment. So we'll have a wander down and see what there is to see. So let's take a look. Should I say, let's take a look. Well, it's a Thursday evening. I'm in the main thoroughfare here, one of the larger streets. Calle, or Calle they call it, Cruz Conde. This is the route I use. This is my geography to get around, a focal point for me, so I can navigate my way without getting lost horrendously again, as I've done yesterday. Yeah, it's lovely down here. It's a lovely vibe. I mean, if you're thinking of come. I mean, it's wonderful. And a little observation I've made, I've noticed it years gone by. Come evening time, the Spanish are out, families are out. It's how smartly they dress. It's just an observation. I'm dressed smartly, reasonably smartly, smart casual. But the Spanish do really turn it up a little bit. They all look smart, they're all going out for dinner or just a stroll or drinks. I think it's really nice. So let's head on down into the old city. Well, it's 8:15 in the evening. I got the temperature wrong. It's 30 degrees. So there it is, 2017 in the evening, and it's 30 degrees. Very pleasant actually. Let's continue. Well, the waiter's just clearing the table, so for me it'll be a drink, dancing and music shortly, and then dinner. Very nice. Well, I'm just sort of sitting here enjoying a cold drink. I say it's cooled down. Well, it feels like it's cooled down, but as I showed earlier, the temperature's 30 degrees, but it feels a lot cooler. I had a drink up on the rooftop terrace, the hotel earlier, which is a complete sun trap, sort of decking, chairs and tables and parasols, enclosed by whitewashed walls. It really is a sun trap. There's about 42 up there. I like it for short periods. But anyway, I'm just sitting here, relaxing with a drink before I go and watch the show. And then I'll have my dinner. And I'm just doing what we all do from time to time, and that's people watch. It's really quite nice. Let me turn you around. It's really quite relaxing. Cold drink, people watching. Everybody going about their business. Lots of dog walkers in Cordoba, I've noticed, and why not? It's really nice, really pleasant. So I'm going to finish my drink and we'll go and have a little look at the show. Well, my people watching has been interrupted in a nice way, and why not? Really wonderful spot. Calle Cruz Conde in Cordoba, sort of towards the end of it as you go into the old city. Would I recommend this spot? Absolutely, 100%. Cold drink in the evening, 30 degrees, 8:45 at night. It doesn't get much better than this. It's nearly time to go and see some dancing. What a way to while away half an hour or an hour. Absolutely amazing. Yes, 100%. I'd 100% I'd recommend Cordoba. But this is just such a lovely little spot. Some of the plazas and squares can get a little bit crowded, like the main one just up behind me. But this is quite peaceful. It's just lovely. See you guys shortly. Well, viewers, shock horror. I went along to the restaurant. Diners are seated and eating. It looks very nice in there actually. And the flamenco had just begun. And I was told under no circumstances can you film. Apparently it's illegal in Spain to film flamenco dancers without their permission. I think they sell their videos. So wow, and he said it's a very heavy fine as well. So I put my camera away pretty swiftly. But there you are, I didn't realise that, but you cannot film flamenco dancers. It's basically against the law. So there you are, you learn something every day. So we've got the breads arrived. My waiter, senor, gracias. YouTube, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you. Here we go. So I've ordered paella, mixtus, which is marisco seafood, and pollo chicken. And I'm absolutely starving, so I can't wait to eat. See you shortly. Well, the paella has arrived, and it looks and smells absolutely delicious. This is mixtus, so it's marisco seafood and pollo chicken. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm absolutely starving. Funnily enough, one of the best paellas I've tasted was Marks and Spencer's. But as they say, this is just paella. This is M&S paella. Well, I have to say that was absolutely delicious. Buenísimo, gracias, señor. Excelente comida. Absolutely delicious. No, la cuenta, por favor. Gracias. Efectivo. Gracias. Absolutely delicious. Really enjoyed that. Would I recommend it? As I always say, would I recommend it? Absolutely 100%. One of the best paellas I've tasted. But I will stand by what I said. The M&S paella is absolutely excellent. Lots of saffron in there. So that was absolutely delicious. Really enjoyed that. Anyway, I've got to be up early in the morning because I'm getting the high-speed train, the AVE, back up to Sevilla. I'm going to spend the day, so hopefully there'll be lots to see there. A new day, new adventures, and new things for my good viewers to enjoy. So as I always say, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Please remember, if you do enjoy watching my videos, to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I upload new videos. This pushes the video out to other people who might be interested to come into, get my words out, Cordoba, and enjoy a delicious paella. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night.